What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the channel. With all of the recent news regarding Dungeon Defenders Awakened and its future development, lots of people are asking me, is it still worth playing in 2023? And really, it's you have to look at your own Steam library for a comparison. One of the challenges all Dungeon Defenders games have is it's always a comparison to the other game, and it's not a comparison of if you are getting entertainment value per dollar spent. So let's kind of break it down. DDA, of course, it's not DD1, it's not DD2. However, compared to many even AAA games out there, as far as hours of entertainment enjoyed versus dollar spent, it's still a really great deal. Now, none of the Dungeon Defenders games are very co-op active. There's always some public matches going in all the Dungeon Defenders games. DDA is no different. However, the majority of players are either playing in closed groups or they're playing solo. Dungeon Defenders 1 still usually has quite a few active games going. Dungeon Defenders 2 slightly less, and then Dungeon Defenders Awakened slightly less than that. So don't care how many people are playing the game, because that is not what's going to determine if you enjoy the game or not. So taking a look at the different types of gamers, say you're a gamer that just wants to go through, play all the content once, get all of the achievements and trophies that are available, you are going to get probably 150 to 200 hours of play out of Dungeon Defenders Awakened. By that, I mean getting all the trophies, going through and doing every map on every game mode. It's going to give you 150, 200 hours of play without a doubt. Now, say you are the type of gamer that likes to collect. You want to get all the things. You want to get all of the pet transmogs. You want to get all the shiny stuff. You want to have one of everything. That is going to about double the base gameplay. So figure if you want to collect it all, you're going to have about 300, maybe even 400 hours of play in Dungeon Defenders Awakened. Now, the next tier I would want to instantly jump to min-maxer. However, the grind for min-maxing in games like this is so intense that the majority of players get to a pretty powerful state, but they do not necessarily min-max their characters. So to get to a position where you're in a powerful state, I would compare that to, say, my monk here. I've got 15,000 power, 9,000 range, almost 9,000 rate, only 8% defense damage. So my monk's auras are without a doubt powerful. However, they are 100% not even close to being min-maxed. To get to a state where you're powerful in the game, you're going to have probably about 500 to 600 hours played in Dungeon Defenders Awakened to get to that state. And then you've got the min-maxer. If you're someone who wants to have the best possible setup available, it's an unlimited amount of hours. It's just like the other Dungeon Defenders games, which just like Dungeon Defenders 1, where to truly min-max and have the best in every slot on every character that you play, it's an enormous amount of hours, thousands and thousands of hours to collect all the things. Those that really look at min-maxing on games like this, they know all about the grind, know that the grind is real, and know that the grind is endless. So Dungeon Defenders Awakened will still always offer that. Now, once again, I wanted to bring up Dungeon Defenders Eternity, as lots of people keep mentioning it. Remember, Dungeon Defenders Eternity was the testing ground for the Playverse server system that Dungeon Defenders 2 is built on. One of the reasons to put Dungeon Defenders Eternity out to begin with back in the day was to test that server system before they started diving deep into DD2. DDA is a peer-to-peer co-op system, meaning there is no online servers that you have to connect to. You can actually completely play the game solo and offline and never interact with another person. And with that in mind, the game is not going to come down. It's not going to get delisted. There's not going to be a server shutdown that wipes everything and makes it so you can't play the game. you will always have your save file saved locally in Dungeon Defenders Awakened, and you will always be able to play it. So that's something that no one should ever fear. There's no server to come down. If Dungeon Defenders 2, for example, if the server is shut down for DD2, the game is done. It's unplayable. No one can play the game. If the authentication or the backup server that keeps our save files goes down in Dungeon Defenders Awakened, you can still fire the game up and play the game because your save is also saved locally on your machine. So never fear about the servers going down. There are no servers to go down in Dungeon Defenders Awakened. And then last but not least, should you play Dungeon Defenders Awakened in 2023? And it's all about fun, y'all. It's a game. You should play the game you're enjoying the most. So many people out there will put that in the comments below and will tell me, oh, the game's not going to get any more content updates. I'm not going to play the game anymore. Yet, they haven't even completed what's in the game right now. So play the game. If you're enjoying the game, then absolutely you should play the game. That should be said about every game in existence. It's there for entertainment and enjoyment, and if you're not getting it, then you are doing it wrong. So I would suggest anyone that wants to pick Dungeon Defenders Awaken up in the future, definitely pick it up during a Steam sale. It goes off quite regularly with every Steam sale at pretty steep discounts. I'm assuming that will not only continue, but may even ramp up, and it may even go for steeper discounts down the road in the future. But that will do it for now. Hopefully that answers some of the questions you all have about whether or not you should be playing Dungeon Defenders Awakened in 2023, and that is my thoughts on it. But thank you all once again, and I will see you next time around. Take it easy.